Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Oh, one sec, apparently. Cool. I hope you're all doing well. Cogs, thank you for the gift sub to Maple. I really appreciate it. Th Thanks for the immediate hydrate, Seabisky. Let me know if there's any audio weirdness at all. No more gift subs this month? That's perfectly understandable, Cogs. You've been doing a lot. Yeah, let me know if there's like any audio funkiness, or anything like that. Just messing around with some of my audio settings right now. There's some things that seemed a little off, so maybe, hopefully it should be fine, but we'll see. Anyway, Powerwash Sim 2 just came out. And I know basically nothing about it other than it's the sequel to the first Powerwash game. Dirt alarm, hello. Can I press it? So I know none of the controls. I know none of what's different, what's the same. I was technically in Maple's stream, was it yesterday, day before. Watching some of it, but I was more of a lurker, so there's plenty of stuff that I did not see. Wow, I can really just run all the way out here, can't I? But yeah, we're gonna take a look at it, see what it's like, what the new game is like. And yeah, like already this is completely different because we didn't have like the central base of operations in the first game. Power wash liquid. Why is there a vending machine of power washing liquids and stuff like just outside? Seems kind of weird. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, maybe it's for like the do-it-yourselfers who like want their cleaning supplies, and so they're like, we're just gonna come over here and buy it, and we don't need to worry about whether or not the power wash facility is open. What is he up to? Oh, that is a huge jump. What? Why is this guy a power washer when he can be a freaking like Olympic jumper? Actually, here's a question. Outfit styling. What options do we have in here? Grab back, need to care lunch. Okay. Okay, so there's different kind of options here. I have a thought on what I would like to see, but I don't know if that's really in the cards. Van styling. Ooh, fancy. Fancy schmancy. I did kind of quickly look through here just to make sure nothing was completely out of left field, but okay. Read article. Apparently that gives me a achievement of taking note. The home base, examine an item on something journal. The Muckingham Herald. What is he up to? It's been 3 long years since the old mayor of Muckingham, Jeff Jefferson the 13th, fled the town, leaving chaos, anger, and a whole heap of egg splats in his wake. Whilst many are still shaking their heads as to how he managed to shake off the cast iron case against him, there are now rumors that he intends a comeback. Science mad. Who were the pacifists? Since the discovery deep within the Malka Autu Desert, the mysterious civilization behind these curious artifacts has been the subject of a million memes. But behind all the jokes, there are genuine anomalies which have thus far baffled science. The curious statue, which has become lovingly known to the locals as the Muckingham Merman, has issued a constant beam from a large gemstone in its forehead since its unearthing. No one knows how it's doing this, or even why. Can I read? I don't know. Visit the Muckingham Merman and the mysterious eternal beam. hypnotizing folks from all over the world. East side of the Malka Itu Desert. Aw, kitty. The Muckingham Herald. Focal point. Enigmatic man of mystery Blake Thrust. The dust having literally settled from Mount Rushless's brief and inexplicable foray out of dormancy, one lingering question remains. Who was Blake Thrust? What did the genius maverick want in the volcano? Did he mean to destabilize it? Why did he allow Thrust Industries to be taken away from him? Unfortunately, we may never know. Beyond weird, aliens, or big tech. For the citizens of Caldera County, things got really weird. Real quick, when the local volcano, Mount Rushless, suddenly lurched out of dormancy. UFOs were spotted flying out of the volcano's caldera, cats went missing en masse, and ancient civilization was mysteriously unearthed on their doorstep. But some are theorizing that the whole thing might actually be due to the tech startups of Sponge Valley, even the UFOs themselves. Okay, it's kind of interesting. The Canadian. The town with no cats. Muckingham, population 121,354. Cat population, 0. That was the situation the sleepy seaside town of Muckingham found itself in when, for 3 long weeks, it became one of the oddest places on Earth. Fun. Well, at least now it seems like we have our kitties back. Hell, I can pet. Oh. I can pet the kitties. Game of the year. Oh. Come here, kitties. Bubbles. I want to pet Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. You don't care? Okay. How about... Hang on. We have Squeaks. Or we have Squeak. We have Bubbles. And then we have Ulysses. One of these is not like the others. In the home base, pet all 3 cats. Nice. Purr bonding. Oh, kitties. I love kitties. Okay. Access storage drawers via the county map in the upstairs office. Okay. Removals van. Wow, they're really just giving the achievements. Great news! You're fully moved in, and the removals van's moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. I don't think the van should pose too much trouble, despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. I know we got a bit carried away at the auction, but trust me, there's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. Goodbye, Oriana. I hope you enjoy your time out. Also, I have no idea what the in-game music is like. I just have the background music going because there was none in the home base. So we got this. Okay, use washer. I think it was LT to turn. No. Change stance B. Okay. Jump. Okay, left bumper. Next, previous nozzle width. Okay. Oh, dang it. I had seen something about how, it seems like the Powerwash nozzles are a lot better, in the second game, because in the first game, they kind of sucked. Like, I was always using, like, the yellow one, basically, because everything else just did not have the power. Like, the green one, you could use in some places, but there were plenty of things where it was only yellow, and then the white was just never used because it was utterly pointless. But yeah, now it seems like it might actually be viable. Oh, change washers. Okay. What does that do? Okay. Change extensions. Okay. Dirt highlight. What does this do? I'm not sure how I feel about the free aim mode. Task list. Okay, all these goodies. Game menu. Cool. I soak you and blast you with the white. I want that. And then... Oh, cool, it does. Also, why... What's the difference between these two? Like why would I use the red and black over the white? Let's say on here. Light duty, medium. Wait, hang on. Are these? What do I have equipped? Like what am I looking at? What do we got? Cosmetics, equipment. Swirl Force. Okay. So we have the Prime Vista 1500 and the Urban XU1. Light duty washer in the Prime Vista range provides a great entry-level washing experience. Provides power comparable to the medium duty washers of its competitors, but at cost the area of effect. Okay. So wider, but this one's wider but less powerful. This one's more powerful but less wide. That, I think I'm reading that right. That's what it looks like. Okay. Well, it looks like this was mostly doing all right. So we'll just stick with this for now. Yeah, just cleaning up this van. Hope everyone's day is going well. I know I had 9 a.m. Western, like Pacific time, appointment that the person thought was supposed to be at 10. Which would have been awkward, to say the least, if he hadn't showed up until, like, actually 10. Considering stream was supposed to, or scheduled to start at, like, 10:30, I was like, no, thank you. But thankfully, we were able to meet. Oh, just having a quick nose around your new crib. It's even bigger than I remember. Excited to see what you're going to fill it with. Cool. I have no idea what we're going to fill it with because I have no idea what there is to fill it with. I was like, part of me is kind of curious if, oh, wrong button. If there was like bonuses for filling it. Like I know some games it's like, oh, like you put, like a couch into your home and you'll get like a bonus to something, like a rest bonus or whatever. Curious if it's something like that or if it's literally just a yeah, you have a space and you can decorate it. Both are fun, but I like bonuses and goodies and stuff. I would absolutely pack a room full of just the most random furniture if it gave me bonuses. Nope, wrong one. There we go. It's clicking the right stick. I was like, what is the button for this? For seeing the dirt. In the previous game, it was like the down arrow, I think, on the D-pad. But this game, it is now the right thumbstick, which used to be how you change between, like, crouching and stuff. It actually sent you an email about it? Nice. How's it going, Maple? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm sure you've never seen this game before, right? Okay, just gotta clean out the whole back of the van. Nice, glad to hear it. I always wonder, what the heck do they do to get things this absolutely filthy? You already have 16 hours in this game? So what I'm hearing is you absolutely hate this game. I'm gonna start putting the word out for you everywhere I go. Cool, thanks. Love to see it. Trust me, you're gonna get jobs coming in from all over. You only got 80 hours in the original. Come on, Maple, gotta step up your game. And welcome back, Ori. I hope you enjoyed the timeout. You know how good my business names are, is that what you said? Come on. I want to put... Why can I not put it sideways? You enjoyed your stay? Seems a little weird. Okay. Nope. I once. Hey, Talarian, how's it going? Extra long. Also want the little more powerful one, I think. Also extra long. That's how I say his name? I mean, that's how I say his name. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be said. I have not been corrected to my knowledge. So if I am saying it wrong, please let me know. And I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Talarian? Just cleaning up this absolute filth bucket. Like, I see these vehicles, and I'm genuinely like, how? How did you do this? Like, did you submerge this in a mud pit or something? Thinking about life and what you want to do, that kind of mood. Did I play the first one? I did play the first one. So I am aware of what the story is. I mean, if it's something that got explained, like, especially at the beginning, I wasn't paying attention too much. But I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. You're still salty they did not add a VR mode to this game. And the VR version of this is only on the Quest. Well, that's kind of annoying. Hopefully it's something that gets added, like after the fact. Because I mean, I do see a possibility where it was like, Meta was like, we want exclusivity for VR for a bit, and we'll pay you extra for that. So one can hope that it doesn't say Quest exclusive forever. Also, I keep hitting left trigger because I think on the first game, left trigger was the turn the nozzle. Yeah, because left bumper and right bumper was to switch nozzle, and then left trigger turned it. But now it's left bumper turns the nozzle, and left trigger is like your... What? Hello? Oh. Left trigger is your like free move around mode that I do not like, because it feels very hard to move around with. The VR version of the original did not do well. There's no real reporting, but based on reviews, the total number of sales was only in the hundreds. Yikes. So you read as well. A bit of a shame that the Q2 just had not enough power for that. Yeah. Like, I feel like, the Quests are definitely, like, they're good headsets, and, I think in terms of VR, they are important. But, the power is definitely a bit lacking, on the standalone headsets. which can be a little detrimental. Especially with games like this, where it's like, it might seem simple enough, but I feel like actually like keeping track of all the dirt and like where it is, what's clean, what's not, I can see that being kind of demanding. You can change the controls in the menu back to classic. Ooh. Classic. Immediately shows me keyboard and mouse, which is a little unnerving. I'm gonna switch it back just because I like how I don't want to have to switch between keyboard and mouse and like controller. Hello? Oh no, hello? Well, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now it's fixed. That was an interesting bug. It's fun, my Q3, but at that point, they were probably disappointed. Also, graphics are bad. Yeah, that's the other problem. This game was quite buggy at release, if you remember correctly, right? I have no idea. This is literally my first time playing this. Like, I literally bought it this morning. See, I have no idea if it's like super buggy or not. That was the only bug I have noticed. So mad you smell good food but can't see it. That is the worst. Where you just go like you sniff something and it's like, oh, that smells amazing. And you really want some, but you don't know where it's coming from. The multiplayer is super broken right now. I mean, that's definitely annoying, but it's one of those things where, like, I kind of get it. Multiplayer kind of sucks to code. But definitely probably should have been something that got figured out ahead of time. Oh, thanks for the hydrating posture check, Talarian. Something about phone not working? I mean, I think it seems to be working. From the very limited amount I've messed with. It's got big desync issues. Yeah, that's about what I would expect. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. I do like how, like, the nozzles seem to be more useful. Because I mentioned earlier, but it's like, I would never use the white nozzle. Just absolutely never, because it was so weak in the first game. But now it seems like it's actually decent. And with the foam, I can just give it a quick blast with that. And spray it down again with the white nozzle, and it'll clean everything off. So I actually really like that. Is this clean? Nope, a little bit. There we go. Where you hiding, dirt? Come here. On the VR version, you basically only use 25 to 15 degree nozzles and 0 for sniping small stuff far away. The white ones seem too weak for actual alert. Yep. Which is why I never use them. But I mean, I'm doing like this entire thing with the white nozzle, so definitely seems to be doing better. Hang on a sec, my cat's being a little... Don't mess with that. Hey, Apples, how's it going? 15 and 25 degree nozzles were the only ones worth a dang in the original. Now I can soap them, use white nozzle, and be more than fine. Yeah. Which I do like. It does make it a little more manageable. Because, like, there were definitely parts of the first game where it was like, this is kind of insane. Because, like, what was the button for us? I've changed the controls. Now I gotta remember what they are. There we go. Like, there were these large maps that had like a ton of stuff on them that you had to clean. But you had to use these small nozzles that were like... basically meant that it took you hours to complete the map. Like, I honestly think the very last map, the last job, took me a good, like, 5 hours to complete. Simply because I had to use, like... I couldn't use the wide nozzles. Like, I had to use the smaller stuff. And that was with all of the upgrades. Don't forget about this freeze spray button. Makes things much easier to see. When you say freeze spray, are you talking about this thing? 'Cause, I mean, like, I don't know if it's maybe just like a viewing. Yeah, that one. So I guess my question is this easier to see from like a viewing perspective? Whoa, stereo ASMR washing? I mean, if this is easier from like a viewer perspective, I don't mind using it, but it's like, me personally, much nicer, less motion using. Okay, I'll try to use this more. Because to me, this feels very unintuitive. Like it's for some reason, it like doesn't match up with how my brain wants to think it should move. My cat is being a little stinker today. Okay. Then just, which one was it? It was up. Okay. The first game, once you got the Trident nozzle, there was no reason to use anything else at all. Yes, I remember that. That was amazing. Like, I think there was some parts where it still made sense to use other nozzles. But yeah, for like the vast majority of things, it was Trident nozzle all the way. And it's... at once. There we go. Return with lunch, you got country fried steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans with a sweet tea. Nice! This game is I'm guessing that is as lenient on finishing a part as before. But one of my complaints with the... oh, that was interesting. With the original one was definitely that... it felt very grindy. So there was a lot of instances where it was like, kind of like I said, like it felt like it took forever to complete the later missions because it just took so long. And there was a few times where it was like, you'd be looking for tiny specks on this massive surface. So at least with what I have seen so far, I'm actually okay with a little more leniency on completing things. Gotta go have a fun stream. Thanks, Apples. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay. Oh, there we go. So what's your modus operandi? You jump into Powerwash VR. You need to think about stuff. I try using just wash. I mean, when I played the first game, it was one of those games where it's like, I want to do stuff. Like I have something else going on, but my brain does not want to sit idle. It wants something to do. But I still want to mostly focus on whatever I have, like whatever else I have going on. So I'll just pop this like Power Wash simulator on and either do a few jobs or work on part of a big job while just like watching a stream or something. Seems the tolerance to finish is lower than the original, but there's some things like roof segments that have surprisingly high tolerances. Okay, so it's not just a fixed, like, you get to like 80% or whatever, and poof, you're done. At a guess, from the sounds of it, what they're doing is they are having a custom tolerance, is the best way I can think to put it, where it is like this big, large surface where there's like a little speck or whatever. You don't want to have to be hunting it. But for something like, I don't know, a mirror, that's kind of small, then it kind of makes sense. Like, you can fairly easily clean the whole thing. So they have a stricter tolerance. That's my guess. You're lazy from now on. Powerwash VR is PWVR. Understandable. Some elements that had to be speckless to the point you'd actually need to lie down on the ground to get to the underside. I mean, that's kind of nice. There we go. Be sure to matter percentages, but you just end up leaving larger percentages than the objects are. Oh, when the objects are larger. Okay. There we go. I do like how it has like most of the controls on the screen, because I think there were some that weren't. Like the switching the length. I think I remember having to go to the menu every time, even though it's like I knew there was this one, there it is. I knew there was a button that would switch between different lengths, but I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, I also just noticed they now have a thing that shows what you still have left to clean. That is so good. I love that so much. Because like on the first game, it was really annoying when you'd have like this one tiny little piece left. Like you had no idea what it was or where it was, but you had to find it. And it's like you would spend like a good like 5 minutes just hunting for this one piece. This one speck of dirt that was hiding like underneath. You're basically just running around looking at the whatchamacallit, the bar in the top left, trying to see what still has stuff to work on. You could always open a list and select it, and it would make the object blink to let you know. I don't think that's ever stated, because this is the first I'm hearing of it. And of course, we gotta get the time lapse at the end. It was stated. I don't know. I missed it. Wishy, just as enthralled by her sparkling removals van. She says she'll give you first dibs on any furniture she comes across, so keep an eye out for any new items appearing in the shop. It's all pre-restoration stuff, so pretty dirty, but I'm sure you're okay with that. Told you it would all come together. Nice. That's how you would do it if it was almost finished, but the checklist hadn't shown up yet. And it's like, I know that you could like look in a checklist and be like, okay, there's like one like trim or whatever. But I don't think I ever knew that you could actually like just click on it and it would give you like, it would highlight and go, oh, here it is, instead of having to actually hunt it down. Welcome to the town of Detergento, okay, where the past meets the future to manifest a present that we can all live with. A thing happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive inventory on our public facilities. We found schematics for a revolutionary conference of convenience installed in 2003, but then almost immediately forgotten about and assumed to be a bench. The whole thing is just pure Detergento. You can pull up a checklist and then click on it, and it'll let you know exactly which one it was. No icon or marker, but this object segment would blink. Well, that would have been handy. I do like that it is automatic, though. Just because, like, it doesn't rely on you remembering you can do that. Because, like, it's possible that that was brought up at one point, and I knew it, but I played it over such a long period of time that that information just got forgotten. Use a hint super early? Yeah. The way I view it, it's like, it's not like an audio cue. Like, it's a hint that can easily be ignored. Like games where it's like, oh, you have like a third, like an extra character or whatever, it like keeps like waits like a minute and then starts saying stuff to give you hints. Like that's annoying. But like just a little marker on my screen, honestly, I don't mind. I can just ignore it. So I'm less fussed about it. Just little marker icon would have transparency. Yeah, okay, I can see that. That could definitely be very annoying. Also, this is kind of a weird feature. Like, I feel like it doesn't quite fit in. Because like we have, oh, it's like a nice little downtown area with like bricks and stuff, and it's like nice like modern like facades and like kind of like old town downtown, but like kind of a modern old town downtown. And then it's just got like this pad that looks kind of futuristic. It's like, oh, it doesn't feel like it fits to me. Now imagine you can move the nozzle with your hand while standing still. This game screams VR. It does. Honestly, I feel like most of the simulator games kind of scream VR. Like, the various truck sims are great in VR. Elite Dangerous is great in VR. Cooking sim feels like it would fit in VR. Who up being the art? Not me. Because honestly, I don't even know how to handle that. Streaming VR. You know what? Time to find a way to stream from a Quest to a PC while you listen to me yap. Gotta clean up all this dirt. I assume that's Euro Truck Sim 2 in VR is also super nice. Or ET2. Is it actually ET2 or is it supposed to be ETS2? You got Truxton too. Okay. Yeah, I have played it in VR. I've enjoyed it. That's also one of those games where it feels like you really need like a proper steering wheel with like a gear shifter. Like that, it's just one of those games. Also, Flight Sim. Microsoft Flight Sim, I feel like would be good in VR. I have not tried it yet, but it seems like one of those games. So much better with the button box or correct steering. Yeah. Like, I know I have a flight yoke for Flight Sim, like a throttle quadrant, and it makes it so much better. I've tried using keyboard and mouse, and it's doable. I've tried doing controller, and again, it's kind of doable, especially if you're only doing planes, and you don't care about too much simulation. But the flight yoke, it's just so much better. Gosh, Ty, you just remind me of Elite Dangerous and that VR mode. Honestly, it's been a minute since I've done VR in Elite Dangerous, but that was so good. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to play Elite Dangerous in VR again. Like right now, just because, like the last time I played Elite Dangerous in VR was before I upgraded my computer. Back when... I don't remember when exactly. Why are you being so troublesome today? Why are you being so troublesome? Yeah. Last time I played Elite Dangerous in VR was either on my GTX 670 or my GTX 1650 Super, which aren't exactly really big great VR cards. Yeah. Did I see that Elite Dangerous now also has an FPG part when on a planet? What do you mean by FPG? But yeah, like it actually ran them decently well, all things considered. Especially considering I was just using I think it was a first gen Quest headset, just in tethered mode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was first gen. So like the resolution wasn't super great. First person shooter, okay. I think that was part of their Odyssey expansion, right? Because from what I remember, that was not overly popular. The Q1 was a great headset for its time, but the Q3 is so much better resolution and optics. Yeah. But suffice it to say, my current GPU is a little bit better than a GTX 670 from frickin'... I got it early 2013. And it's better than the 1650 Super, which I don't remember exactly when it came out, but I acquired it in 2020, like early 2020. Checks info, no PC info. Ty has a 5090 water cooler. I wish I had a 5090. That would be nice. No, I have a 3070 Ti. So, are there better cards available? Yes. Is it perfectly fine for what I do now? Absolutely. Although it is annoying, because it is NVIDIA, so the VRAM kind of sucks. Like, I forget the exact number, but I think rocking a 4060 Ti 8 GB. If you're talking about 16 gigabytes of VRAM, I wish. I think it's only like, I think it'll only be like 8. I can check that real quick. What do we got? 3070 Ti. Yeah, I have 8 gigabytes of VRAM. And apparently, 6.6 of it is currently being used. So for the 4060, there are 2 SKUs, 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes. Yeah, no, the 3070 Ti only has 8. Which is obscene. Given that there's a lot of games out now that really need more than that. Like, I think City Skylines 2 was one of those games. Now with hindsight, you should have gone with the 16 gig. Yeah. I think I remember hearing that part of the performance issues that were plaguing City Skylines 2 was that it needed so much VRAM that, like, if you didn't have enough, it was constantly trying to cycle it out from, like, your hard drive, and that was just, like, chewing it up. Would just kill the, whatchamacallit? Kill the frame rate. What HMD am I rocking? Yeah, I have an HTC Vive Gen 1. But I also have a Quest 3, which I would probably use instead of the Vive. Simply because it is so much better. Like, the only thing the Vive has going for it is that it doesn't need, you don't need to worry about batteries, and I think the headband might be better. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of glad that today is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. Simply because I can still feel my throat is a little angy from yesterday with so much yapping. And then I was yapping again for like a good hour this morning ahead of stream. So it's definitely a good thing today is not planned to be a super long stream. Okay, I feel like we're running into some power issues, so we're gonna go to a higher level. Maybe hopefully this helps. Maybe the extension will. Okay, I think it helps with the issues I was looking at, and then we can set up the bottom. Sure, let's do that. Right to now. Suds you up. Rub-a-dub-dub, rubbing in the suds. Designed by local visionary Nadia Vonnegut, the pop-up restroom was designed to only appear when needed, relying on state-of-the-art camera systems and kinetic motion sensors. Can I get the rest of that, please? Nope, apparently not. No, it sounded pretty cool, but apparently we shall never know. Oh, I also like how the soap, like you don't need to worry about matching the specific type. Because that was kind of an annoying thing from the first game. Where it's like you had your stone soap, you had your multi-purpose soap, your wood soap, your glass soap. Like, yeah, it might be more realistic, but it was also kind of a pain. And now we just have soap. Soap to make everything nice and clean. Okay. Also, it is kind of funny to look at the cleanliness bar in the top left, and it's just like wiggling back and forth as I cross this divider. How are we looking on the dirt? We're only at 43%. That feels kind of low, if I'm being honest. There we go. Yeah, I feel like it should be higher. I don't know, there's still a lot of dirt, like, on this side, so... maybe not? Driving me barking. Here we woof again. Ha ha ha. Honestly, I want to know what this movie's about. I mean, you got a nice pun in there. Got me hooked. Spray you. Also, in the context of the game, I am kind of curious if, like, how old is this poster if they've forgotten about it? That this thing even came up. Like, it probably hasn't been changed since it was first put in. Also, surely, like, the door to the restroom opens and we have to clean the inside, right? Like, with how much is left, I feel like we're not even halfway there. So surely there's an inside portion. Also, how would you feel if, like, this was an actual thing? Also, I just noticed, kitty. Why do we bring Ulysses with us? Hi, kitty. Aww. Hi, Ulysses. Such a well-behaved kitty. Are the other kitties with us? Is Squeak and Bubbles here too? Or do we just bring Ulysses? Oh. Hi, Bubbles. Kitty. Hey, Bubbles. Okay. Where's Squeak? Where's Squeak, McSqueakin'? Oh, here we go. Hi, Squeak. Hi. That's my pretty kitty. That's my pretty kitty. As I'm also petting my cat. Hi. Game of the year right here. All I need is kitties. Game of the year. Even if I did just have an absolutely horrible thought of what happens if I spray the cats with the power washer. I do love cats. I swear I love cats. But at the same time, inquiring minds want to know. Do the cats appreciate aggressive baths? I have a feeling the answer is no. And I don't really want to check because I don't want to piss off the cats. Hello. Yeah, I think we're almost done with the outside. I mean, there's like only like a few specs left for like the top part. And the walls are mostly done. So it's like all we have left is the trim. And this door, of course. Just scrub all of you off. All the dirt. Goodbye, dirt. You are no more. Ladder. Come hither, please. Oh, down. Bless it. What else are we missing? Outer wall top. Okay. Outer wall base. It's just this part. I heard a thing. There we go. Oh. Oh. This is disgusting. Like, actually, how do they make it this bad? Like, I do feel like I remember, like, being brought up. Like, I do vaguely remember it being mentioned in the first game. But, like, freaking yikes. This is horrifying. Also, I guess apparently we're, like, vampires or something, because I'm not seeing a reflection in that mirror. Wow, this is... Oh no, the fire chief's dog has gone missing. Can't have that. Raised toilet seat. Not gonna lie. If I was responsible with getting this restroom back to operational order, I would throw out that toilet seat. I would not trust it. That toilet seat was disgusting, and I would not want anything to do with that toilet seat. Increase the pressure a little. Just blast everything. So anyway, I started blasting. Why is it so bad? Okay, you're all nice and stubbed up. Same for this, maybe. Wash away the suds. So much nicer. Panic over the fire chief just left the back gate open. Vulcan's home now. Cool. The dog has returned. We must protect the animals with our lives. An animal has gone missing. We must start a nationwide manhunt. We will find them. Also, I feel like I don't know how much we're getting paid. I think it's like 400. But how much crap is in here that we're dealing with? I feel like it might be a little low. Like, does it take us super long to do it? No. At the same time, this is the kind of thing I would have nightmares about. This is real bad. Here, please. What do you mean I can't put you in here? That is annoying. So we have to stand on the railing, which I'm sure OSHA loves. So I'm sure OSHA just loves issuing citations. Of which standing on a railing feels like it really should issue a citation for. Hey Hunter, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you are having a good day. Everything's going well. Just dealing with an absolute biohazard here. Oh, thanks for the hydrant posture check, Cogs. Gotta spray everything away. There shall be nothing left. Not a speck of dirt anywhere to be seen. It should be as if you could eat off it and not get food poisoning. This is... I'm curious, is this like flood or something? Because there's a lot of algae growing on these walls. Oh, sorry, I forgot you guys want this. So it's not quite as... whiplashy. Which I get. Oh wait, the trim around the top glows? Oh, that's nice. I like that. It's nifty. How's the washing? This stuff is utterly filthy, and I wouldn't want to touch this in 1,000 years. Like, this is heinous. But, I mean, this is a really cool bathroom that apparently hides underground until you need it. So that's cool. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff on here that... it's very, very grody. Like, for example, this toilet seat... the toilet seat looked like this. Like, that's something where I would just take it and throw it away. Just get a new one. Yummers. Yeah. Like, I feel like if I actually saw this in real life, like, I would have nightmares of this. Because this is yikes. It's a big yikes. But at least, the washing tools seem to be more effective than they were in the first game. So at least it has that going for it. Because, like, the soap is actually useful now, other than just, like, a shotgun spray. Like, it actually cleans things. And then you can just... You can do most of your cleaning with the wide nozzle. And then, like, blast the absolutely horrific crap that doesn't want to come off with some soap. And then do, like, a rinse with the wide nozzle. So, like, this green crap in the corner, like, I'm blasting with the wide and it's not doing anything. But if I equip some soap, for one, it actually paints it white, so now I can see where the soap has been applied, instead of just going, oh, it's just basically a water gun that cleans up a wide area, and you have no idea where it actually hit. Now I can come through, and all this grody green crap is now gone. So there's actually stubborn stuff. Like, there was always stubborn stuff. But the problem was that so much of this, the dirt was stubborn, and, like, stubborn to the point that, like, the wide nozzle was just completely useless. And even the green nozzle had, like, limited usefulness. Like, I was doing everything with this yellow nozzle here because, like, it could get basically everything. And that's still the case where it will blast away basically everything you could shoot, like, hit it with. But now using the wider nozzle is actually a valid option, which means jobs can go by so much faster because you don't have to do the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb. And even when you do have the stubborn stuff, you can blast it with the soap, which is a wide area effect, and then go over it with the wide nozzle to clean it all up, instead of having to go through with, like, the yellow nozzle or a tighter nozzle to actually hit it. All the videos you'd see in the first game were just the green nozzle for everything. Yeah, because it's like, why am I going to use this white nozzle if it, like, sure, it might remove, like, a top coat, but there's, like, always a ton of grime underneath that would not get removed. And, like, soap in the first game was kind of crap. Like, it definitely had its uses, and it was great for, like, wide area cleaning. So, like, I would probably soap up the ceiling just because it was basically a wide circle of cleaning. But the problem with it is that it would leave tiny little specks that, if you're on a large surface, which is when you would mostly be using it, it could be really hard to find those specks. I think we're almost finished on the ceiling. Yep, there we go. Okay. I think we have most of the easy stuff, except for, like, this, the inside of this door frame. Spray all this off. Go over here. And then after this, we can spray some soap to hopefully clean things up. Do they still have the specialized cleaning agents, or is that a VR only thing? I mean, I haven't done a lot in this game yet. Like literally all of my playtime has been on stream. But so far it does not seem that they have the specialized cleaning agents. It seems to just be this thing of soap, which I think I'm almost out of actually. Again, this thing of soap, and that's it. No like multi-purpose or stone or window or whatever. Also, apparently you get to refill your soap. I don't know how much there is, but apparently it's a thing. Because having a pressure washer to clean your car. Yeah, I can see the uses. I think my dad actually has like, I don't know, it's like a little mini portable one, I guess. Where it's like you basically get like a bucket of water and like you stick like a hose in it. And it sucks it up from there and pressurizes it for your washing. Which is interesting. There's a nozzle that takes cleaning agent that is much more effective on whatever bottle you equip. Okay. And is that the same for like Powerwash Sim 2? Because like I said, I know that was a thing in the first game. But I don't know if that's the case in the second game. Get a Super Soaker, other brands available. Yeah, Super Soaker is basically the same thing as a Power Washer, right? Like, when you get down to it, what's actually the difference? Come on, just gotta finish, clean up all this algae. Rub-a-dub-dub, clean up the suds. What else am I missing still? Okay, so it doesn't actually show it as clean until you rinse it off. Got it. Okay, spray the top. And now we clean it all off. Goodbye, dirt. Hopefully. That's clean. That's clean. Changing table unit. Changing table itself is clean, but the unit needs cleaning still. Is it like a... Maybe. I think... Oh yeah, this definitely needs some soap. And rinse it off. Goodbye. Oh, and down here too. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the music was someone knocking. See, I feel like the material that it looks like this place is made out of, like if someone knocked on it, I feel like it would sound very similar to what that was. Okay. Goodbye dirt, please be clean. Air conditioner. What else do you need? What else do you need? Just this. I don't know why, but for some reason, blasting the vent flap with a power washer sounds like a suboptimal idea. Please be clean, stop being dirty. Yeah, this is a mostly say so chat. Please don't be dirty in here. Please try to be clean. Keep it clean. Okay. Bye-bye, dirt. You are free to leave. No one wanted you here anyway. Goodbye. I'll try my best. Alright, come on. Just a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this is where you really get into the case of, like, there's a speck somewhere. You gotta find it. And just hope that you already have enough that the speck won't be too much of a nightmare. Okay. Oh, still needs a little more. Apparently. Like, in here? Spray that a little. Spray that a little. Kind of get the corners. I feel like that's where dirt be hiding. In the corners. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Come on, you can get there. I know you can. Okay. What else is hiding? I think there was... Nope, that's finished. Okay, so it's mostly just like some of these little dirt patches. Oh, yep, and corners. Okay. You're clean. All nice and cleaned up. Okay, there's still... Oh, that's part of... No, that's its own thing. Oh, please don't... There we go. It's you off. There's still apparently a ton of dirt on here. Up top. There we go. Hey, job completed. So just clean that, then it pops up. Clean the outside. And then you have this interior gunk. All nice and clean now. Vincent, you'll be delighted to learn that public facilities' kinetic sensors have been updated, and it's been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience network just in time for our upcoming Equinox Festival. Nice. I can state with confidence that you'll be hearing from us again. Tessa. Go to home base. I wish to go home, please. Furniture unlocked. Purchase furniture via the furniture catalog in the shop. Okay. Furniture. I can get rugs. Rustic shelving. An absolutely horrific sofa. How do I place this? Because I absolutely love it. Hold placement mode. Okay. Oh, select a dirty furniture item for washing. There's an avocado streaming. Has the stream started? Chamois. There is an avocado streaming. Okay, I want to clean up this sofa, and then we will raid into her. Shumimi has already raided. Nice. Equinox, what about Audis? I don't know. Cool, we got a real quick Anyway, while we are cleaning up the sofa, I'll let you guys come up with a raid message. I mean, maybe something like, welcome to the streamer club or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. We are not doing ads, despite what Twitch might be thinking. Oh, and I see Ellie has also raided. Completely clean dirty furniture item. Cool. Item cleaned. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Avocado, please. Yeah. Start raid. Quit. Thank you all for joining me. No oddies, invert the Equa and the Nox. Cool. I hope you all have a squeaky clean. No, I think, get loved, cool. Get loved raid. I'm okay with that. Oh, well, welcome to the club. Yeah, okay. Well, welcome to the club, get loved. I will let you guys pick which of those you want. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And I will see you all over in Avocado's stream. Bye, guys.